Have you ever dreamed of living in an exotic location? Have you thought of living a traveling digital nomad life or enjoying a more established expat lifestyle? Wales English is a fast-growing, industry-leading online education company in Beijing, China that allows its native teachers to live anywhere they choose. Teaching English online is a fabulous way to propel yourself into a new global lifestyle and the entire world with endless new experiences and advantages is awaiting you. Wales English contracts its native teachers from the US, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Ireland, and the UK, but allows its teachers to live anywhere they choose. In this edition, Heather from the USA shares her story of how she teaches for Wales English from Paris, France.
Hi, Heather. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Where do you live right now?
Right now, I'm living in Paris, France. Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about your professional background and how you ended up teaching at Wales English?
Yeah, sure. I've been a teacher for 15 years. Originally, I'm from the US, and I always wanted to be an international school teacher. So my very first job was in China. I moved to Shenzhen, and I taught ESL for a public school way down in Shenzhen. And then I ended up in Taiwan for 9 years at different international schools. And then after Taiwan, I worked in Thailand, in Bangkok, for 3.5 years. And then I moved to Paris, and I wanted to keep teaching. My husband is French, so I moved here, and I love children, and I wanted to find a way to still be a teacher, but with COVID and moving and visas and everything, I didn't have as many options anymore. So I started researching English online companies, and I knew that China was very strong in that field. And so I looked at a whole bunch of different companies and was just comparing curriculum styles and training and teacher feedback, and I found Wales to be really positive, and I thought it would be a good step for me to begin ESL online. It's a whole new world.
How would you say that it's like teaching for Wales English in Paris, France?
It works out extremely well, especially because of the time difference. So the peak hours for Beijing time connect to Paris time. So I teach from my noon until 3 p.m. So nice. I don't have to wake up early, and I don't have to stay up late. And that gives me plenty of free time also. And I'm able to do lots of other things during my day in addition to teaching for Wales. So I think it's a good connection.
How do you deal with the electricity or backups?
Paris is extremely easy for all sorts of amenities. So our electricity is great. Right now I have natural light through my window because it's the middle of my afternoon. My internet's really stable, and just as a backup, sometimes I'll use the hotspot on my phone. But I've never had a problem connecting to the Wales app or any of the webinars because it's Paris. so it's very good here. It's very stable.
Oh, you have a lot of good things working in your favor.
Yes.
That's great. And so when you're not teaching for Wales English in your free time, what do you like to do?
I'm learning French. Badly, and I'm trying, but I am. And so I have my French class, and then I also I have my dog, so we go for lots of walks in the parks. And then when my husband is home, we cycle a lot. So where we live, we have really beautiful parks, and we mountain bike. We also like to take our motorcycle and we just go explore and just drive. Right now it's COVID, so we can't explore as much, and not as much is open, but there's still so many wonderful things to do here, and the weather's improving, so we get out as much as we can.
Would you encourage others to teach for Wales English and try living in Paris, France?
Yes, absolutely. I started working for Wales not long ago, and I found that the support and the setup to be a new teacher for Wales really helps you to be successful. I've been working through the webinars, the teacher training, and then even the Facebook group allows for really good collaboration, which is something I didn't know how that would happen being an online teacher. And Wales has these systems in place to support the teachers as they progress and as they grow and as they continue to work for Wales. So I think it's a very good company that has support. As far as living in Paris, yes, because it's Paris. And the way the scheduling works is perfect time-wise. You couldn't ask for a better schedule. So you can still teach and work and do everything you need to, but also have some downtime. And it's a really good balance of life.
That sounds so lovely. I might have heard that you can see the Eiffel Tower from your house.
Yeah, we live on the west side of Paris in the suburb called Boulogne, and it's very close to Torre Eiffel. So at the end of my road, you can just see it. And when you drive, it's maybe 10 minutes over the bridge, and at night it still lights up. So it's really beautiful.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
Yeah.
Many beautiful views for when you go walk your dogs or
Yeah.
go cycling. I want to thank you, Heather, for taking your time and share your experience of what it's like to teach for Wells English while living in Paris, France. That
Yay.
sounds really nice. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anne. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Living the Expat Life as a Wells English teacher. I hope that you can join us again as we meet other Wells English teachers around the world. See you soon. Bye.